Tuna is a very popular fish indeed. Many people all across the globe enjoy eating tuna. They often put it in their sandwiches. They also add it to fresh salads. It is known as a quick and convenient food. You can easily find tuna in almost every food shop you visit. This remarkable fish travels a very long way to reach us. It begins its journey in the vast, deep blue ocean. The path it takes from the sea to our dinner plate is quite an extensive one. We will now explore this fascinating and important journey together. Why do so many individuals have such a fondness for tuna? One reason is that it tastes very good. Another reason is that it is quite healthy for our bodies. Tuna contains many good things that our bodies need. These beneficial components are called proteins. Proteins play a crucial role in helping us grow strong and stay healthy. Tuna is also incredibly easy to prepare for a meal. You simply need to open a can and the fish is ready to eat. This convenience makes it a popular choice for busy families everywhere. It is also a great option for quick lunches at work or school. The demand for tuna across the world is exceptionally high. This strong demand means that many different countries want to purchase it. Large fishing boats venture far out into the deep sea. These boats and their crews go to these distant waters to catch these powerful, fast-swimming fish. The world collectively consumes millions upon millions of cans of tuna each and every year. This number is truly enormous. It clearly shows just how much we, as a global community, depend on this specific fish. The intricate journey from the ocean to the can ensures that we can always get tuna. This journey must always be done with great care and attention. This widespread love for tuna tells a big and important story. It is a detailed story involving hard-working fishermen and busy factories. It is also a story about large ships and complex machines. Furthermore, it is a story that deeply involves the ocean itself. We need to understand this entire story from beginning to end. Understanding it helps us appreciate where our food truly comes from. It also encourages us to think more carefully about the ocean. The ocean provides us with this wonderful fish, so it is our duty to protect and care for it. Let us now begin this captivating tale of the tuna. Tuna are fish of the great open ocean. They do not live near the shallow shores. They swim in the deep blue waters far from land. These waters are their home, their hunting ground, and their nursery. Different kinds of tuna live in different oceans. Some prefer the warm waters of the tropics, others can be found in cooler, temperate seas. They are powerful swimmers built for speed and endurance. This allows them to travel great distances across these vast marine expanses. The ocean is a big place, and tuna explore much of it during their lives. These fish are often found in large groups. These groups are called schools. Swimming in schools helps protect them from bigger fish that might eat them. It also helps them find food more easily. Tuna eat smaller fish, squid, and other sea creatures. They are always on the move, searching for their next meal. Their sleek, torpedo-shaped bodies are perfectly designed for chasing prey through the water. The health of the ocean is very important for the tuna. Clean water and plenty of food allow tuna populations to thrive and grow. This environment is crucial for their survival. The ocean where tuna live is a complex world. There are currents and changes in water temperature. Tuna are very sensitive to these changes. They often follow specific water temperatures where their food is abundant. Fishermen who hunt tuna must understand these ocean patterns. They need to know where the tuna are likely to be at different times of the year. This knowledge is passed down through generations or learned through new technology. The deep ocean is full of mystery, and tuna are a key part of its vibrant life. Their presence indicates a healthy marine ecosystem. Protecting these ocean homes is vital. If the ocean becomes polluted, tuna can become sick. If too many small fish are caught, tuna will not have enough food. The balance of the ocean is delicate. Everything is connected, from the smallest plankton to the largest whale. Tuna play an important role in this food web. They are both predator and prey. Understanding their life in the wild helps us understand how to fish them responsibly. This ensures that tuna will continue to swim in our oceans for many years to come. The journey of tuna truly begins in these magnificent watery realms. Catching tuna is a challenging task. These fish are strong and fast. They live far from the shore. Fishermen use special boats and equipment. These boats are large and sturdy. They can stay at sea for many weeks or even months. The fishermen work very hard, often in difficult weather conditions. They must be skilled and knowledgeable about the sea. Finding tuna in the vast ocean requires patience and expertise. This hunt is a crucial first step in bringing tuna to our tables. The methods used can vary widely. One common way to catch tuna is called purse seine fishing. This method uses a very large net. The net is set in a circle around a school of tuna. Then, the bottom of the net is pulled closed like a drawstring purse. This traps the fish inside. This method can catch a lot of tuna at one time. It is efficient for large-scale fishing operations. However, sometimes other sea animals like dolphins or turtles can get caught in these nets too. So fishermen are working on ways to make these nets safer for all ocean life. This involves careful observation and quick release of non-tuna species. Another method is longline fishing. This uses a very long fishing line. The line can be many miles long. It has shorter lines attached to it with baited hooks, and these hooks hang down in the water. Tuna are attracted to the bait and get caught on the hooks. Longline fishing can target specific types of tuna. It is often used for larger tuna, like bluefin or bigeye. Like purse seines, long lines can sometimes accidentally catch other animals, such as seabirds or sharks. Efforts are underway to reduce this bycatch through special hooks and setting lines deeper. Pole and line fishing is another way. This method is often seen as more selective. Fishermen use a fishing pole with a single line and hook. They often spray water on the surface to attract the tuna. When a tuna bites, the fisherman quickly pulls it onto the boat. This method catches one fish at a time. It means there is very little chance of catching other animals by mistake. Many people who care about the ocean prefer tuna caught this way. It is more labor-intensive but can be better for the marine environment. Each fishing method has its own impact on the ocean's ecosystem. Once the tuna are caught, they are brought onto the fishing boat. This is a very busy time for the crew. The fish are large and powerful. They must be handled quickly and carefully. The quality of the tuna meat depends a lot on how it is treated right after being caught. Speed is important to keep the fish fresh. The fishermen work as a team to manage the catch efficiently. Every moment counts from the time the fish leaves the water. This initial handling sets the stage for the rest of its journey to the consumer. The tuna are usually killed quickly and humanely. This is important for the fish and for the meat quality. If the fish struggles for a long time, it can affect the taste and texture of the meat. After that, the fish might be bled. This process helps to improve the color and flavor of the tuna. The crew members are trained to do this properly. They work in often challenging conditions on a moving boat. Their skill ensures that the valuable catch is preserved in the best possible way. This careful work is essential for a high-quality final product. Next, the tuna are often chilled or frozen. This is a very important step. Chilling the fish slows down the growth of bacteria. Bacteria can make the fish spoil quickly. Some boats have large refrigerated seawater tanks. The tuna are placed in these tanks to cool them down rapidly. Other boats have powerful freezers. These freezers can freeze the tuna solid in a very short time. Freezing helps to preserve the tuna for long journeys back to shore. The method used depends on the type of boat and how long it will be at sea. The fishermen also sort the tuna. They might sort them by size or by species. Different types of tuna have different values. Some are better for canning, while others are prized for sushi. This sorting helps in the later stages of processing. Records are kept of the catch, what was caught, where and when. This information is important for managing fish stocks. It helps scientists and fishery managers understand the health of tuna populations. Good handling on the boat is the first guarantee of safety and quality for the tuna we eat. Section 5. The crucial, clean preparing tuna for the next stage. After the tuna are brought ashore, or sometimes even on larger factory ships, the cleaning process begins. This is a vital step to ensure the tuna is safe and ready for canning or other uses. The fish, which have been kept cold, are now prepared for gutting and cleaning. Workers in processing plants wear clean uniforms, gloves and hairnets. Hygiene is extremely important at this stage. The areas where fish are cleaned are kept very clean too. They are washed down regularly to prevent any contamination. This careful preparation is key to good quality tuna. The first part of cleaning is usually removing the head, tail and fins. These parts are not typically used for canned tuna. Specialized tools and sometimes machines are used to do this quickly and efficiently. Then the fish is gutted. This means removing the internal organs. This must be done carefully to avoid damaging the meat. Any remaining blood or unwanted parts are washed away. The workers are skilled at this task, often processing many fish in a short amount of time. Each fish is inspected to make sure it is properly cleaned. This attention to detail is crucial for food safety. Once gutted and cleaned, the tuna loins, which are the main pieces of meat, are often separated. For some types of tuna, especially larger ones, the fish might be cut into these large, solid pieces of meat. These loins are easier to handle and cook. The cleaning process aims to get the best part of the fish ready for the next step, which is usually cooking. All the waste parts from the cleaning process are collected. Sometimes these parts can be used for other products like fish meal or pet food. This helps to reduce waste from the fishing industry. The cleaned tuna meat is then thoroughly washed again. This final wash removes any remaining debris. Quality control inspectors check the fish at various points during the cleaning. They look for any signs of bruising, damage or spoilage. Only the best quality fish will move on to the canning stage. This commitment to cleanliness and inspection is what helps to ensure that the canned tuna we buy from the store is safe to eat. The cleaning stage is a bridge between the raw catch and the cooked product, and it must be crossed with utmost care and precision. Section 6. Race against time, transporting tuna to shore. Transporting tuna from the fishing grounds to the processing plants on shore is a critical part of its journey. This journey can sometimes be very long, especially if the tuna are caught in distant deep-sea waters. The main goal during transport is to keep the tuna fresh and cold. As we learned, many fishing boats have refrigeration or freezing facilities on board. These systems are essential. If the tuna gets warm, it can spoil quickly. This would make it unsafe to eat and would result in a loss for the fishermen and the companies. So, maintaining the cold chain is paramount. For fresh tuna that will be sold in markets or as sushi, speed is even more important. Sometimes these high-value tuna are flown by air cargo to reach distant markets quickly. They're packed in special insulated boxes with ice or gel packs. This ensures they arrive in perfect condition. For tuna destined for canning, the fish are usually frozen solid on the fishing boats. These frozen tuna can then be transported by refrigerated cargo ships. These ships are like giant floating freezers. They can carry huge quantities of frozen fish from all over the world to the canneries. The logistics of transporting tuna are quite complex. It involves coordinating fishing fleets, transport ships, and port facilities. Many canneries are located in countries that are far from the main fishing grounds. For example, tuna caught in the Pacific Ocean might be canned in Southeast Asia or Europe. This global supply chain means the tuna travels thousands of miles before it even reaches the cannery. Careful planning and efficient transport networks are needed to make this possible. The entire process relies on maintaining the correct temperature throughout the journey to preserve quality. Once the transport ships arrive at the port near the cannery, the frozen tuna are unloaded. This is also done carefully to keep the fish frozen. They are moved quickly from the ship to cold storage facilities at the cannery. These storage facilities are like huge walk-in freezers. The tuna will stay here, frozen solid, until they are ready to be thawed and processed for canning. This constant attention to temperature control from the moment of catch to arrival at the cannery is what protects the fish from spoilage. It ensures the tuna remains safe and maintains its quality for the canning process that follows. Section 7. The cannery's heart-transforming fish into product. Inside the cannery, the frozen tuna begins the next stage of its transformation. The first step is thawing. The frozen tuna are carefully thawed under controlled conditions. This is important to maintain the texture and quality of the meat. Thawing too quickly or at the wrong temperature can damage the fish. Once thawed, the tuna are inspected again. Any fish that do not meet the quality standards are removed. This ensures that only good quality tuna goes into the cans. The cannery is a place of constant activity, with many workers and machines involved in the process. After thawing and inspection, the tuna are cooked. There are different ways to cook tuna in a cannery. Some are steamed, while others might be baked or cooked in water. The cooking process is carefully controlled. The fish needs to be cooked for the right amount of time and at the right temperature. This kills any harmful bacteria and makes the fish safe to eat. It also makes the meat tender and easier to process further. After cooking, the tuna is cooled down. Then the skin, bones, and dark meat are removed. This work is often done by hand by skilled workers who carefully separate the light meat used for canning. The cleaned, cooked tuna meat is then cut or flaked into the sizes needed for canning. Some cans will contain solid chunks of tuna, while others will have smaller flakes. This depends on the type of product being made. The cut tuna meat is then carefully packed into cans. Machines often do this part, ensuring that each can gets the correct amount of tuna. After the tuna is in the can, other ingredients might be added. This could be salt, oil like olive oil or sunflower oil or water. Some tuna products also have sauces or vegetables added for extra flavor. The final step before sealing is to remove any air from the can. Then the cans are sealed tightly. This airtight seal is crucial. It keeps the tuna fresh and prevents any bacteria from getting inside. After sealing, the cans go through another cooking process. This is called retorting or sterilizing. The sealed cans are heated under pressure to a very high temperature. This process kills any remaining bacteria or spores inside the can. It ensures the canned tuna is completely safe to eat and will last for a long time on the shelf without refrigeration. This makes canned tuna a stable and reliable food source. Section 8. Sealed for freshness. The global journey in a can. Once the cans of tuna are sterilized and cooled, they are almost ready for their journey to shops and homes. Before they leave the cannery, they undergo more checks. Labels are put on the cans. These labels provide important information for consumers. They tell us what kind of tuna is inside. They list the ingredients like oil or water. They also show the nutritional information. Importantly, the label includes a best before date. This helps people know how long the tuna will stay at its best quality. Some cans also have codes that allow the cannery to trace the tuna back to its source. The labeled cans are then packed into boxes or cases. These boxes are stacked onto pallets. Pallets are wooden or plastic platforms that make it easy to move large quantities of goods with forklifts. The packed tuna is now ready for distribution. This means sending it to different places around the world. Trucks will carry the tuna from the cannery to warehouses or ports. From the ports, container ships will take the tuna across the oceans. These large ships can carry thousands of containers filled with all sorts of products, including canned tuna. This global shipping network is amazing. Canned tuna travels to almost every country. It reaches supermarkets, small shops, and even remote villages. Its long shelf life makes it an ideal food for worldwide distribution. It does not need to be kept cold once it is canned and sealed. This makes it easier and cheaper to transport and store compared to fresh or frozen fish. For many people, canned tuna is an affordable source of protein. It is a convenient food item that can be stored in the cupboard for months or even years. This accessibility is a big reason for its global popularity. The journey of that small can of tuna is quite remarkable. It started as a fish swimming in the vast ocean. It was caught by fishermen, processed with care and cooked to perfection. Then it was sealed in a can to preserve its goodness. Finally, it traveled across land and sea to reach a local store. When someone buys a can of tuna, they're getting a product that has completed a long and complex journey. This journey involves many people, advanced technology, and a global system of trade and transport. It's a small can with a big story behind it. Section 9. Balancing the scales, tuna, trade, and our oceans. The tuna industry is very important for many economies around the world. It provides jobs for millions of people. There are fishermen who catch the tuna. There are workers in the canneries who process it. There are people involved in transporting the tuna by ship and truck. Others work in shops selling the tuna. For some small island nations, tuna fishing is a major source of income. The money they earn from selling tuna fishing rights or from their own fishing fleets helps support their communities. So, tuna is not just food, it is also a business that supports livelihoods. However, the high demand for tuna also creates challenges for the environment. One big concern is overfishing. This happens when too many tuna are caught too quickly. If this continues, the number of tuna in the ocean can decrease. Some types of tuna have become less common because of overfishing. This is bad for the ocean's ecosystem. It's also bad for the future of the tuna industry. If there are no more tuna, then all the jobs and the food source will disappear. So it is very important to fish tuna in a way that allows them to reproduce and maintain healthy populations. To protect tuna in the oceans, many efforts are being made. Scientists study tuna populations to understand how many can be caught safely. International organizations bring countries together to agree on fishing rules. These rules might limit the number of fish that can be caught or the types of fishing gear that can be used. Consumers can also help. They can choose to buy tuna that is caught using sustainable methods. Look for labels on cans that say the tuna is sustainably caught or dolphin safe. These choices can encourage fishing companies to use better practices. The journey of tuna from the ocean to the can is a story of human ingenuity and global trade. It is also a story that reminds us of our connection to the sea. We rely on the ocean for food and for jobs, but we also have a responsibility to protect it. Finding a balance between using the ocean's resources and preserving them for the future is crucial. The future of tuna, and indeed the health of our planet, depends on making wise choices. By understanding the tuna's journey, we can better appreciate both the fish and the efforts needed to ensure it remains a part of our world for generations to come.